Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot's weekly Pick Your Crystal reading. This is for the week of February 27th through March 5th. So we have really nice stones here today. We have, and those who like the pendulum, they'll be back next week. This is Lapis. It's a beautiful, beautiful deep blue with almost like kind of rivers of gold in it. This is Malachite. It's one of my most favorite stones. It is ribboned a light green and a dark green, sometimes with a little bit of black in there. It's a healing stone. Again, one of my favorites, Malachite. So this is blue, this is green. And this one's going to be listed in the drop box below as light blue. I'm pretty sure that this is Larimar. Some Larimar is sort of more blue, but like a softer blue, a baby blue. But this one has beautiful, deeper blues, almost green blues. Very, very pretty stone. So those are your choices. Now, sometimes, two just things before I start. Sometimes I have said that, it feels as if as I go from one pile to the next, that there are, it's like a theme, like a running theme. So if you are drawn to two crystals, or even all three of them, you can't decide, feel free to listen to all of them, or one of them, or two of them, because very often there is sort of a message that either expands on or something within the groupings. Not all the time, but I just want to put that out there. Also, for those of you who are enjoying these readings and would like to consider getting a personal reading done, in the drop box below is an email address. Feel free to reach out to me and I will send you all of the information that you need. Okay, so again, blue, green, light blue. Take a moment, I'll be quiet, and pick the crystal that most resonates. Okay. Those of you who are hearing noises, Nova is very close to me and he's playing on his scratching board. So that's what you're hearing. Okay, Lapis. Okay, excellent. So you have the Devil, you have the Two of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Nine of Cups. What is this talking about? This is talking about, I almost want to say, emerging from a period of time where sort of like things in your life felt a little bit out of control, or things felt like you weren't able to kind of keep them moving in the direction you wanted them to move in. For those of you who have never heard me say this, if you reverse the lettering of devil, if you spell it backwards, it's lived. If you reverse the spelling of of evil, you get live. Okay? So very often the devil card for me represents a feeling of doing things backwards, or living life backwards, or not moving kind of the way or the direction you want to be moving to. So this period of time feels very much like you are just emerging from it, or you are still kind of in that place where you're still trying to get yourself moving forward in a new direction. The Two of Wands is very simply telling you, listen, the time has come, your wait is over. You can now focus on finding the roads or the pathways ahead that are going to take you much, much closer to where you actually want to be. You have the Wheel of Fortune following that, literally saying your fortunes are about to change. There is, good news on its way to you. You're going to have what you need to move forward. And the Nine of Cups is that card talking about having the security, the being pleased, being happy, being content in your life and in your world. So, I mean, this is really simple. I could ramble on and on and on, but honestly, this is the message. You are emerging from or have just emerged from a difficult time. Your wait is over. You now must start to look for the pathways to lead you from where you are now to where you want to go. Don't be at all surprised if serendipity, good luck, good fortune comes your way to help facilitate this as you are able to move forward into the place and space that you are looking to find yourself in. That is your goal or your destination. So, this can apply to all kinds of things. Maybe you have been thinking about changing jobs, but for whatever reason, you sort of stayed where you are. They're saying it's now time to start searching for the pathways out. Maybe it's time you updated your resume. Maybe it's time you contacted a headhunter. Maybe it's time, whatever. And there's going to be good luck coming to help facilitate that. And you're going to find yourself in a place where you're very, very content. Perhaps you have been looking at relocating. Same scenario. It's time now to find your path forward. There's going to be some luck and you're going to be pleased with your outcome. So, however this applies to you, really the message is very consistent. It is you're moving forward now. Start looking, have some, quiet expectation, and keep your goal firmly and clearly in your mind because that's exactly where you're going to end up going. Okay. And let's take a look at the Malachite. Nova, you're making a lot of noise. Okay. Again, I got to say, it's a very, very similar theme here. Five of Cups, Eight of Cups, the Magician, Nine of Pentacles. So again, there have been disappointments. There have been sadnesses. In some ways, there is a sense of defeat, exhaustion, or sometimes this cup just reminds me of like, I don't wanna. I just don't wanna, you know, and that's cool because you know what, we all have that feeling, but again, you're being told to sort of turn around and look at the blessings you have, look at what's remaining, figure out how you can make what you have that is positive and optimistic work for you because the time is very, very quickly coming where you are going to be moving away from that situation. You're going to find the energy, you're going to find the motivation. You're going to be ready to really start moving forward in a way that takes you from where you are to a far, far better place. The magician is reminding you of two things. One, you have all of the tools at your disposal that you need, or you should be um, you should be recognizing the tools you have and figuring out how to make them work for you. But again, there is also this energy of a little bit of magic coming into your world, taking you to the Nine of Pentacles, taking you to that place of abundance, of success, of feeling in control, feeling, financial stability, bringing forward the place and space that you want to go in. So if you by chance did not listen to the previous reading with the dark blue, the Lapis, you might want to because it is a very similar theme. It is about, your time in the place and space that you are in that has not been fulfilling is coming to a close. You are ready to move on. There is going to be luck and a little bit of magic coming your way. And it's going to take you to that place where you're far more security. So again, same thing. If you have been looking to move a project forward and it feels stuck, if you have been waiting for something to kind of shake loose, it's shaking. If it is something that you have been thinking about or dreaming about or whatever, it's time now to start looking for and finding the pieces that are going to fit together to create the pathway for you to get to the magic and the success and the security. It's going to be very interesting to see if the Larimar stone has a similar message. Here we go. There's Larimar. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the World, and the Empress. So yeah, so you know what? Again, if you've chosen this stone, you might want to consider looking back on the other two crystals, because the message seems to be very, very similar. This is a slightly different in as much as you have been going through a period of assessment. You've been looking probably at assets or perhaps bills, obligations. So there's been an assessment going on about what you have, what you don't have, what you can afford, what you can't afford. And it says, I don't know, for some reason, it feels a little bit like you are waiting for some news. You're waiting for either it's work related, or again, there could be something pertaining to finances that you're waiting on. Maybe you're looking for approval for something, whatever it is, but there's good news coming that is going to help you to be able to get more clarity on sort of the path going forward in terms of literally in terms of your assets, your possessions. This could be something as simple as looking around and going, you know what, my house is too big, I need to downsize. Or maybe I don't want to own property anymore. Maybe I'm getting a little older and it's time to just rent and free up some of my assets. Maybe you are wondering if there is enough funds available to go a certain way. Maybe you're wanting to help a grandchild with their education. Maybe you're planning a trip. Whatever it is this sense of, listen, there's good news coming. You need to look carefully and do this assessment, but don't beat yourself up and kind of say, oh, I should have had more, or I need more, and I don't have enough. Because you know what? That really doesn't take you to a great place, frankly. So you always want to keep your thoughts positive and optimistic going forward. The World followed by the Empress is really lovely, because the World tends to be about things kind of coming to a close. One time frame, one period of your life, one aspect of your life coming to a close. And the Empress is talking to you literally about newfound abundance, rebirth, growth. And of course, the Empress is about spring. It tends to relate to the season of spring. And so, here we are, the very end of February, first few days of March. Spring is not that far away, a few weeks. And so this is about, again, looking where you want to go and knowing that growth potential is there in all areas or one specific area, but it's there for you. And so again, this is just about evaluating where you are and moving forward. Honestly, I have to tell you, these three readings in some ways kind of almost feel a little bit interchangeable. But the message is very consistent. It's time for you to look up and start looking for that little bit of magic that's going to come into your life and take you forward on your path. Wow, that sounds very exciting for each and every one of you. Thank you so very, very much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.